All right, everybody, get ready for a wild ride. Because today, we're diving headfirst into the world of a real deal AI power user.
Ooh, sounds intense.
Oh, it is. We got our hands on this incredible document, Must Have AI Tools for Your Daily Routine. And let me tell you, it's like a sneak peek into the future of, well, pretty much everything.
You know, what really struck me about this document was how down to earth it felt.
Really?
Yeah, it's not some pie in the sky AI is taking over narrative. It's literally someone breaking down how they're using these tools day in and day out to supercharge their work and just
Yeah.
make life easier.
But less science fiction, more like practical magic.
Exactly. And what's really cool is that this person, they totally get it. They're not trying to be replaced by AI. They're using it to augment their own abilities.
I love that.
Yeah.
AI as a sidekick, not a supervillain.
Right. They even say, and I'm quoting here, these tools help me unlock ideas I didn't even know I had.
Okay, that's a powerful statement. But let's get specific. What kind of tools are we talking about here? What's in this power user's secret sauce?
All right, so buckle up because they've got a whole arsenal. But their absolute go-to for brainstorming, idea generation, just getting those creative juices flowing is Claude.
Claude. Okay, I've heard whispers, but give me the rundown.
So picture ChatGPT, right? But like imagine ChatGPT went to AI finishing school and came back with a PhD.
Can't see. So what makes Claude so special for this person?
Well, they've really taken personalization to the next level with this projects feature. For example, they have one project dedicated entirely to crafting YouTube video titles. They've fine-tuned the prompts, fed it data on all their most successful videos.
Hold on. So they've basically created a title generating machine custom built for their channel.
You got it. And it doesn't even stop there. They've got another project set up specifically for writing those little ad reads you see in YouTube videos. You know, the ones that are actually engaging.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Those are key. And Claude can nail those.
They gave an example where they gave Claude a brief about their sponsor,
Yeah.
and it spit out this supernatural sounding ad read perfectly aligned with their style.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here. This power user is all about using AI to streamline those little tasks that can really bog you down, freeing up their mental bandwidth for the bigger picture stuff.
100%. And speaking of big picture stuff, when it comes to research, which let's be honest can be a total time suck,
Yeah.
this person has a 1-2 punch of AI power that's seriously impressive.
Okay, lay it on me.
First up, we've got Perplexity.
Perplexity. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that one's new to me. What's the deal with Perplexity?
All right, so imagine having a conversation with Google,
Okay.
but like a Google that actually understands your questions and gives you really specific, nuanced answers. That's Perplexity in a nutshell. This user has it integrated right into their browser, so it's their default search engine now.
Interesting. But how does that actually work in practice? Give me a real world example.
Okay, so let's say they're writing a script about, I don't know, the history of podcasting,
Meta.
right? So instead of doing a million different Google searches, they just ask Perplexity, hey, what were the key milestones in the development of podcasting? And boom, it pulls up this concise summary, cites all its sources.
Rice.
But here's the kicker. They can actually ask Perplexity follow-up questions.
What? You mean like it remembers the conversation?
Exactly. So they can be like, okay, now what about the role of women in early podcasting? It's like having a research assistant on speed dial.
That is seriously impressive. I can see why this person is hooked. But doesn't all that information get overwhelming after a while? It's like, even with AI helping me search, how do I keep track of it all?
Ah, you see, you're thinking like a true AI power user now. And that, my friend, is where Feedly with Leo comes in.
Okay, Feedly, I'm vaguely familiar with RSS feeds and all that, but who is this Leo character?
So Leo is this built-in AI assistant within Feedly. And our power user, they are absolutely raving about how they've trained Leo to curate their perfect news diet.
A perfect news diet.
Yeah. It filters through thousands of articles and surfaces only the most relevant ones.
So it's like instead of me going down those Twitter rabbit holes, Leo's like, nope, here's what you actually need to see today.
You got it. They even shared an example where they showed Leo a bunch of articles about AI image generation. And from that point on, Leo knew to prioritize news about specific tools, techniques, even artists working in that space. It's incredibly powerful.
Wow. You know, this is what I love about these deep dives. It's not just about the individual tools. It's about how someone like this power user has woven them together into this seamless workflow. They're using AI strategically to stay ahead of the game.
Absolutely. And all this incredible information they're pulling in with Perplexity and Feedly, it doesn't just disappear into the void.
Right.
This is where their love of a tool called MyMind comes in.
My mind. Okay, I'm getting some serious digital brain vibes from that name. Am I on the right track?
100%. Picture this. A cross between Evernote and Pinterest, but with AI doing all the heavy lifting of organization and search. That's MyMind.
Okay, so it's like a digital filing cabinet, but way sexier.
Exactly. They actually call it their second brain in the document.
Oh, do they just like dump everything in there?
Everything. Articles, videos, tweets, you name it. But here's the real magic AI tagging.
Okay, so it's not just like me haphazardly dumping things into folders and hoping for the best.
Nope. MyMind automatically tags everything you save with relevant keywords. And not just the obvious ones. It's smart enough to pick up on nuances and connections you might miss.
So later on, if I'm, let's say, working on a presentation about, I don't know, the future of podcasting, I can just search my mind for podcasting and it'll pull up everything I've ever saved on that topic.
You got it. And because it's so visual with images and customizable boards, it's actually enjoyable to use. No more scrolling through endless bookmarks or, God forbid, those messy desktop folders.
Oh, you speak my language? Okay, you've sold me on my mind. I need that kind of organization in my life desperately. But we haven't even touched on the visual side of AI yet.
Yeah.
And I know from the document that this power user is all about creating eye-catching content.
Oh, absolutely. And their secret weapon for that is Leonardo.ai. It's an AI image generation tool that they say has been an absolute game changer for their workflow.
Leonardo.ai. All right, I'm intrigued. Give me the lowdown.
So imagine typing in a prompt like a futuristic podcast studio bathed in neon light with a robot co-host.
Okay, I'm already sold.
Right. That's the kind of stuff they're feeding into Leonardo.ai, and the results are incredible.
I bet. But there are a ton of AI image generators out there. What makes Leonardo.ai so special for this power user?
It's all about control and aesthetics. They're obsessed with the level of detail they can achieve. They specifically mentioned the Phoenix model, which they use for pretty much everything. They're big fans of these presets like Moody and Ray Traced to get that perfect vibe.
So it's not just about generating any old image, it's about having the tools to make it truly your own.
Precisely. They even share this example in the document. They took the same prompt, woman recording a podcast, but experimented with different models and presets in Leonardo.ai.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
One version ended up having this super sleek cyberpunk feel, while another was more like a whimsical illustration. Same prompt, totally different vibes.
That's wild. It's like having a digital art studio right at your fingertips. That's incredible. It's like they've cracked the code for visual storytelling in the age of AI. But you know what's really striking me here? It's clear this person isn't just throwing prompts at AI and hoping for the best.
Yeah, definitely not.
They're really taking the time to understand how these tools work, experimenting with the different settings to achieve that specific look and feel they're going for.
You hit the nail on the head. That's really the key to all of this, isn't it? It's not about replacing your own creativity. It's about learning how to direct these tools.
Ooh, I like that. Learning to speak their language.
Exactly. And this power user, they're not afraid to get their hands dirty.
Yeah.
They even talk about using this tool called Automatic 1111 to actually create their own custom AI models.
Wait, hold up. Custom AI models? We're talking next level stuff here.
Oh, yeah. They even made one that's trained on their own face.
Okay, now I'm seriously impressed and maybe a little scared. Why would anyone teach AI to recognize their face? That sounds like the start of a Black Mirror episode.
Don't worry, it's not as creepy as it sounds. They use this custom model for face swapping in images.
Face swapping, so they can basically insert themselves into any AI-generated scene they want.
Precisely. Mostly for those attention-grabbing YouTube thumbnails we were talking about earlier.
Smart. Okay, I'm starting to think this power user must have a secret underground lair where they're surrounded by AI assistants and robots.
Right. But you know what? For all the cool stuff they're creating, they haven't forgotten about the importance of quality.
Oh, for sure. Quality over quantity, always.
Exactly. You mentioned using Topaz Labs and KTOT AI for upscaling and enhancing their AI-generated images, making sure everything's super sharp and high resolution.
It's like having a digital darkroom for the AI age.
I love that analogy. And speaking of enhancing the senses, we haven't even touched on music yet.
Oh, the soundtrack to our AI-powered lives. I bet this person has that covered too, right?
You bet they do. They use this AI tool called Suno to actually compose custom tracks for their videos.
No way. So we're not just talking about finding the right background music. They're making their own.
They're making their own. They even use it to create these little musical narratives for different segments in their videos, like montages or transitions.
Stop it. This is next level stuff. I'm officially adding AI Composer to my resume, even if it's just a lie.
Don't we all wish? But hey, speaking of things that make our lives easier, this power user has a solution for those endless meetings we all dread.
Please tell me they found a way to replace me with a robot for those.
Not yet, but they do use Otter.ai for real-time transcription and summaries.
Otter.ai. Okay, that's a lifesaver. I've dabbled with it, and it's crazy accurate.
Oh, it is. And they've taken it to the next level. They actually use an external recorder for longer meetings, then upload the audio to Otter.ai later for transcription and analysis.
Whoa, that's dedication.
Right. And they use it to quickly summarize the key takeaways so they don't have to listen to hours of recordings.
Okay, that's genius. Sign me up for that. So what else? What other secrets does this AI wizard have up their sleeve?
All right, last but not least, we need to talk about Spotter Labs. This was especially interesting for anyone looking to build an audience online.
Okay, color me intrigued. Hit me with it.
So Spotter Labs, it's all about trends. They've got it hooked up to their YouTube channel, and it basically analyzes their audience's viewing habits.
So it tells them what people want to see more of. That's like having a crystal ball for content creation.
It's pretty darn close. It helps them identify emerging topics and content ideas that are likely to resonate. And get this, it even suggests potential video titles and thumbnail concepts based on what's currently performing well.
Talk about data-driven content. This person is on another level.
You know, after diving deep into all this, I have to admit I'm both incredibly inspired and a little terrified.
I hear you. It's a lot to take in.
It is, but I guess that's the thing about the AI revolution, right? It's moving at warp speed, and we're all just trying to hold on. That's one way to put it. But remember what we said at the beginning. This isn't about copying someone else's setup. It's about learning from their approach.
So if our listeners take away just one thing from this deep dive, what should it be?
Embrace experimentation. Be curious. This power user, they're not afraid to try new tools, to constantly adapt their workflow as the AI landscape changes.
So it's all about staying nimble, staying curious, and never stop learning.
Exactly. That's how we unlock the true power of AI, not as some scary job-stealing force, but as a creative partner.
I love that AI is a creative partner. So to everyone listening, go forth and experiment. Dive into these tools and see what amazing things you can create.
The future is full of possibilities.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be doing a deep dive on your AI-powered workflow. That's wild. It's like having a digital art studio right at your fingertips.
Right. And, you know, for all the cool, flashy stuff, this person hasn't forgotten about the basics.
The basics.
Yeah, like, they still care about image quality.
Oh, right. Got to make sure those AI creations look crisp and clean.
Exactly. They mentioned using Topaz Labs and Kata.ai for upscaling and enhancing their images.
So like even their AI images get the VIP treatment.
Think of it like a digital darkroom where they can fine-tune every little detail.
I love that. Okay, but we haven't even touched on sound yet.
Ah, you're reading my mind. Because you know what? This power user, they don't settle for generic background music.
Oh, no, they wouldn't. So what's their secret? Spilling the tea?
They use this tool called Suno to compose their own custom track.
Wait, what? Hold on. They're making their own music with AI.
They are. And it's not just like basic loops or anything. They're creating full-on soundtracks, even little musical narratives for different parts of their videos.
My mind is officially blown. This is like next level creator mode activated.
Right. But, you know, even with all this AI magic, there's still the reality of, well, just everyday work.
Oh, tell me about it. The emails, the meetings, the never-ending to-do list.
Exactly. But even there, our AI power user has some tricks up their sleeve. Like, they're obsessed with Otter.ai.
Otter.ai. Yeah, that's a game changer for meetings. I've used it myself.
That's a lifesaver, right? But they take it a step further. They use an external recorder for those super long meetings, then upload the audio to Otter later.
Smart.
Right. And then they use Otter to pull out the key takeaways so they don't have to listen to, like, hours of recordings.
That's genius. Okay, I need to up my Otter game, clearly. So what else? What's the last tool in this AI masterclass?
All right. This one's particularly interesting for anyone trying to, you know, crack the code of online audiences.
Intrigued. Lay it on me.
It's called Spotter Labs. And basically, it's all about identifying trends.
Trends, like what's hot and what's not.
Exactly. They connect Spotter Labs to their YouTube channel, and it analyzes their audience's viewing habits.
Hold on, so it tells them what their viewers want to see more of. That's amazing.
Right. It's like having a crystal ball for content creation.
Seriously, it's like they're always one step ahead.
Exactly. It helps them identify those emerging topics, come up with new content ideas that are likely to resonate.
Okay, I'm convinced. This power user, they're not just using AI, they're like AI whispering. They've got the magic touch.
Yep. They've definitely figured out how to make it work for them. But the really cool thing about all of this is that it's not magic. It's just tools and strategies that anyone can learn.
That's a good point. It can feel overwhelming, but it's all about taking it one step at a time.
Exactly. And that's what this power user has shown us, right? They're not afraid to experiment, to try new things, and to keep learning as the AI landscape evolves.
It's like they've given us a roadmap to the future of productivity, and it's looking pretty exciting.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the best part is that this is just the beginning. As AI continues to develop, who knows what amazing tools and possibilities we'll have at our fingertips.
Exactly. So, to everyone listening, don't be afraid to dive in, experiment, and see where this AI journey takes you. You never know what you might create.
Absolutely. The future is unwritten, and we're all holding the pens.
Now, that is a thought to end on. Thanks for joining us on this incredible deep dive into the world of AI power users. Until next time.